Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
MVP was here, by the way.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris
Surprise.
was in L.A. at the Women's March. Fantastic. All right, and not every dream can come true. I thought that was a real Donald Trump tweet where he called Michael Cohen a serial liar, spelled like the food, but it was not.
No.
That was a fake tweet. It's hard to tell the difference anymore.
That's
He's having such a meltdown,
Why
isn't
I
he?
hate Twitter and social media in general.
This one is real. This would be a
This
real
is real.
statement from the bassinet of
he's
the
really feeling
40.
it.
So,
I think the timing on this is very interesting, actually.
yes. So the Fox News trial, Dominion trial, was supposed to start today. It's been
Correct.
delayed to tomorrow amid
Yes.
rumors that they are having settlement talks, which means Fox knows they've already lost.
Yeah.
Either way, they've already lost. But we were saying
Don't settle, Dominion.
Yes.
Do not settle.
because if you just do a statement, their viewers will never see it.
Correct.
Joe Weinbank said Dominion versus Fox trial delayed one day. Speculation is the reason is settlement talks. If so, Dominion should demand Fox admitted on air to its audience that it lied about the election, Dominion, and much else. $1.6 billion is not enough for the damage Fox did and does. To which I say yes. What was the sound we played last week? That was the one where I thought, you can't get back from it was the Trump administration official talking to, was it Bartiromo?
Yes.
And saying, "Oh, can we go off the record?" She's like, "Yes." And she said, "Is there any problem with the screens?" He's like, "No. The hand recount was pretty close to the regular recount." So, that's it, isn't it? That's the whole.
Yes.
One of many, but just admissions that they knew there was
They totally,
there.
They knew and they knew and they knew and they complained about knowing.
Right.
And they still went ahead with it anyways because they are lying liars who lie.
Right.
I'm not going to be happy until Tucker Carlson has to start every night's show with,
Yes.
"Hi, I'm Tucker Carlson, and I'm going to lie to you for the
Yeah,
next hour."
I'm Tucker, and I'm not. I'm a racist liar. I'm a liar and a racist, and also a racist liar. And a lying
I may be a
racist.
pedophile for
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah. We're in all caps already. Oh, and this was 2:30 this morning.
Okay.
If all right, I thought he did call Michael Cohen longhead, which I don't know what that meant,
Huh?
but I guess that was a fake one, and a serial liar, as in Cheerios and Wheaties. Okay, well, not everything can be real. If Fox would finally admit that there was a large-scale cheating and irregularities in the 2020 presidential election, which would be a good thing for them and for America, the case against them, which should not have existed at all, would be greatly weakened. What? Back up those patriots at Fox instead of throwing them under the bus. And they are right. There is so much proof, like mass ballot stuffing caught on government cameras, FBI colluding with Twitter and Facebook, state legislatures not used, etc. There's so much proof. Okay, yeah, he seems totally calm. Yeah. Fox,
what
now
Donnie
that Fox
says.
has read that, I'm sure they're totally gonna.
Yeah, but go forward with the lawsuit. You know what? Call in Donald Trump to testify on your behalf, Fox News. Yes, I think this is
God.
Can we add him to the witness list?
Okay. So, all right. We'll see what happens today.
Let
but
him
yeah.
come in and present all of his evidence in court on
Yes.
behalf of Fox News to
Yeah.
defend them. Try
No,
that, Donnie. See how that works out for you.
I know it's hard to. He is completely losing his shizzle. I don't know how many
I
troughs
love
or
it.
truths I did read over the weekend, but wow. I don't know what's next, right? But he's obviously feeling. Is it Fonnie Willis? Is it Jack Smith? Which is it? His rants, right? They're getting more and more racist, more.
But do you think he actually woke up and trothed that at 2:30 in the morning, or did he wake up thinking that and called some poor assistant and said, "You need to trough this right now"?
I don't know. All I know is when is this mother going to jail? Hoodlum tweets, Trump posted an AI video of George Soros being assassinated on Trump's social. He's dangerously out of control. I am so tired of anything any normal person would go to prison for. He just, attacking judges and prosecutors and inciting violence.
Yep.
It is, okay, it's insane. Thank you. Mark Jacob tweets, I'm all for getting along with people, but we're well past the meet them in the middle stage with these hateful fascists. We're at the defeat the bastards before they destroy us stage, and the sooner we realize that, the better chance we have to save our democracy. Thank you. Oh, my God. So, because now, as we were saying, even this, the Dianne Feinstein judiciary seat, it depends on Republicans cooperating,
Honoring
which
norms.
they're not going to, right? And so...
You know what?
We got it. And by the way, I loved who was it? Who was this? What's his name? The political pundit. Matt Dowd. Matt Dowd was saying about Jim Jordan's personal history will fair game for Democrats at Alvin Bragg hearing that starts today.
Yes.
Crime in his home state. He's doing this
Crimes
stupid
that he
stunt.
witnessed and ignored.
Right. Three times the crime rate in Columbus that there is in Manhattan, or excuse me, in New York City, and it's just absolutely
And we're
alpha
even-
liberals. Let's go.
We're not
Let's
even talking
roll.
about the shower locker rooms at Ohio
Yes,
State.
that should be. If he's going to go do a stunt hearing about crime in New York, talk about crime at Ohio State, in Columbus, whatever. It's time
Sexually
for us-
assaulting college
Yeah.
wrestlers while
Yeah.
you were there, Jim.
Yeah.
Tell us
And-
about how overlooking crime.
And
Alvin Bragg's too busy.
Is this morning's Clarence Thomas story? Clarence Thomas formally disclose real estate deal with GOP megatuners donor 9 years after it happened. Oh,
Now
I
a
see.
warning?
Now a warning.
Now a warning? Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Clarence.
Again, alpha liberals, Travis. We got to stop like Dick Durbin and people. Oh, John Roberts. You really should investigate yourself. Like they're not going to. We need to do
Make
something
them.
about this,
Well,
right?
Sheldon Whitehouse is like, no, we're going to do criminal. He wants the DOJ
Yeah.
to investigate this because there are
Yeah.
actual statutes.
Is there any way to temporarily replace Dianne Feinstein with a pit bull or something? Who? What could we? Ellie Mistal. I'm spitballing here. I mean,
would-
fine Americans on Twitter are speculating. Billy says when Senator Feinstein resigns, Governor Newsom should appoint someone who would only serve the remainder of her term so as not to disrupt the primary. My favorite pick would be Barbara Boxer or Stephanie Miller. That's a fantastic idea. What could possibly go wrong?
There's only one way this works. If Gavin Newsom is familiar with you from listening on Sirius XM and he sees
Right.
that picture of Stephanie Mills, because he
Right.
said he was going to appoint
A black
woman.
lady. Yes, if you listen to me on Sirius XM, there's a picture of Stephanie Mills.
So,
he
Gavin
could
Newsom,
very
I
well be
hope you are
confused.
listening to
I
us
could
on
accidentally
Sirius XM.
be appointed the senator from California.
That's the only way this works.
I can still. By the way, I will not give up my fart joke radio show. I will continue to serve here
You
and in my
can't be there
temporary
for votes then.
perch on the Senate Judiciary Committee,
Then
where I will be
useless as
making
Diane.
life and death decisions with slide whistle.
Stephanie, that's not going to solve the problem.
What?
You need to be there.
That's okay. Sean, can we do a? We can do.
Diane's
Skype,
not there. That's the
Skypey
problem.
Zoomy thing, right?
We're already in the least represented state in the country, okay?
Yeah. Oh, there's only 40 million of us. Why should we have an appropriate?
The most underrepresented, I should say,
All right.
in the country.
I'm just saying, alpha liberals, let's do this today. Yeah, Matt Dowd claimed House Judiciary Committee Jim Jordan may be faced with Democrats bringing up sordid details from his personal life and crime rates in his home state during, turnabout is fair play.
Let's do this.
Right? On Monday, that's today, right? Jordan will take his show on the road to New York City for a hearing aimed at Bragg, accusing him of pro-crime, anti-victim policies. Matt Dowd claimed Jordan's attack on Bragg, with Democrats primed to push back, will open the door for everything Jordan-related. Yes, yes, and yes.
Computer 38.
That could include accusations that he witnessed sexual assault and kept quiet about it when he was a wrestling coach at Ohio State. Matt Dowd said Columbus has 3 times the crime rate that New York City has. For instance, 8 of the top 10 crime rates in America are red states.
Mm-hmm.
That might be nice to bring that up. The other thing I'll add, if he really wanted to find out answers to the unanswered questions about crime, then hold it on the Ohio State University campus and ask about the sexual abuse scandals that occurred while he was the wrestling coach. That would be more formal and more interesting thing to find out undiscovered information. They're so concerned about groomers, aren't they?
I know.
And the wrong kind of stuff on your beer.
Can I say something really
You
petty?
might want to go somewhere that the actual grooming and sexual abuse took place. Yes.
Oh, like a
Travis.
Catholic school?
Yes. Yes.
Can I say something really petty about Jim? I know this is a
Yes.
radio show where we don't do anything petty.
No,
But
we
did-
never do.
Did you see him at the NRA when he gave his speech?
No.
He could barely see over the lectern. Jim Jordan is
tiny.
tiny.
He is
tiny.
that's why it's not just his coloring. He is the height of ET. They have to lower the podium. He has a tiny little necrotic head.
Dylan told me I was
Very-
being sizist for that.
Yeah. Well, he's everybody loved ET. I wish him well. I
He's
just don't
the-
want him in Congress. I wish he would get on his bike and fly right across the
Jim
moon
Jordan's the anti-ET.
or whatever.
He did not turn on his heart light for anyone.
Okay. Oh, by the way. Oh, speaking of the NRA convention, yes, everyone, my crush on Kristi Noem is officially over. I didn't know she was a Republican when I first saw her. Okay, she looks like Wonder Woman.
She
I didn't
looks
know.
like a Republican
She looks like
woman.
Linda Carter. I didn't know. Okay. Did you? She said her. Actually, she's not quite 2. She said her granddaughter has a quote already has a shotgun and she already has a rifle. What could possibly go wrong? She's nearly 2. So What could go wrong there? That seems, and I guess that got applause at the NRA. Right. And then did you see the other picture at the NRA of a little kid pointing a gun at somebody with his finger on the trigger? He's like this, a little, like an inch shorter than Jim Jordan.
Did you see the part of her speech where she talked about how the NRA looks just like America and it's so diverse and so beautiful?
Right, and then they cut to the crowd, and it's all white.
Oh, man. And it was kind of hard to pick out the women in the crowd.
And she also threw in that her granddaughter has a pony named Sparkles, so that's supposed to make her being heavily armed cute somehow.
A 2-year-old with a pony named Sparkles does not deserve to have a
unsecured firearms.
Grandbaby is going to send Sparkles to the glue factory.
Okay.
That's how we get that glitter glue.
Okay. It's hard to pick a trough. I just read this morning. That was 2:30 this morning. Yeah, I feel like this could be a big week based on the baby monitor, on the colickiness of the baby this morning.
Struggling.
I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming down, not just Fox. I don't know. This was yesterday. He ranted that Attorney General Merrick Garland was at fault for everything, I guess.
As you do.
Showing photos of Garland prosecutors that include Alvin Bragg, Letitia James, Fannie Willis, none of whom work for the Justice Department. Those are all state or local prosecutors. None of them are. So he's confused as to what is,
No, he's stupid.
Right.
He's
federal.
stupid, Stephanie. Don't give him an out and say he's confused. He's stupid.
Okay. Oh, this was fun. Marjorie, Sean, you get out more than we are because you don't do the schedule anymore, and you're youngin'. Have you seen Marijuana Zombies? Yeah. Okay. Marjorie, will this be covered in the hearing today on crime in Manhattan?
I can only. Is she on the committee?
Margie Taylor Greene saw Marijuana Zombies wandering around New York City when she visited to protest the arrest of Donald Trump. There was a New York Post article that bemoaned how decriminalized weed had led to proliferating mayhem, clouds of pungent smoke throughout the city. You're welcome. And stoned service staff. The opinion piece said a license to get high has turned service employees into zombies. Marijuana was legalized in 2021, so I don't know how long it takes to create a horde of marijuana zombies.
Marijuana zombie apocalypse?
Yes, apparently.
They're the most chill zombies you will ever meet, though, let me tell you. They are so chill. Like you say, don't eat my brains.
Are they also
like,
made of mushrooms like that other show, Last of Us?
They're not fungal zombies.
Oh, no.
They're marijuana zombies.
That's different?
Very different.
Yeah. Sean, any thoughts? You're probably more of a
You can spot them by the buds growing out of the top of their head.
Oh, really? Yeah. So they're not fungal. They're... Okay. All right. Rude Pundit is coming up in a few minutes. I had that, sushi tender as an angel's labia with Rude at my house.
I asked him yesterday if it was as
fantastic.
tender as he remembered it.
Huh?
I asked him yesterday if it was as tender as he remembered.
It was, yeah. He ate it out of my box. They come in boxes. That.
I know how sugarfish comes, Stephanie.
Right. So anyway.
Sugarfish is also our nickname for you.
Yeah. Anyway, a good time was had by all, and he will join us in just a couple of minutes. It is a delight to see him in person.
What's up, Sugarfish?
He tweeted about it. Yeah, just call me Sugarfish. Okay. Chris Murphy with some thoughts. Was this Mike Pence's stupid NRA speech, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
About how, the death penalty will solve this. Mass shooters.
Yeah.
Senator Murphy said there's a lot of craven, disingenuous BS from the right on guns, but this is next level. Mass shooters are almost always killed on sight because their intent is not to not survive. Mm-hmm. They want a quick death penalty. Pence's proposal would do nothing, and he knows it. Yes, that's disingenuous BS is a good way to describe.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Do I have to? Oh, do we have? Yes, 19. Well, you know what? This is worth it, isn't it, Sean, just for the electric charisma?
This was...
of Mike Pence.
Well, hello, NRA. I love you too. Our hearts.
That was quite a welcome. That was like Snoopy.
Republicans say they won't cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. But can honest, hard-working middle-class Americans really believe what these politicians say? Republicans said they wouldn't overturn Roe v. Wade. Here's what Supreme Court Justices Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, and Coney Barrett said during their Senate confirmation hearings.
Roe v. Wade. It is a precedent of the United States Supreme Court. A good judge will consider it as precedent of the United States Supreme Court.
Roe v. Wade. It's settled as a precedent of the Supreme Court.
Roe is not a super precedent, but that doesn't mean that Roe should be overruled.
Well, we saw how that turned out. They played us for fools. Tell your elected officials to keep their hands off of our Social Security and healthcare benefits.